Good evening to all. Today we will discuss about biomass energy. How the biomass is called as a green energy and how can it can be utilized in different form. So biomass is a source of renewable energy from plants and animals. Mainly the plant and animal residue after we are utilizing it, the unutilized part, that is the mass or left over after the taking some grains or some cereals, the plant part, which is called biomass, that is nothing but the residue part, which is we burn out in our field. So we have to collect this residue of the plants and animals, or all these manures, that is either maybe we decompose to form composting or just burn out. So this unnecessary left biomass is utilized in various sectors to form energy. So this is called biomass. That means it is a renewable energy sources that can be anything left over from the crops or agriculture or forest residue, that are organic or bioorganic. So this biomass can be used to produce both heat as well as electricity. So let's share my screen. So this is the renewable energy from the plants and animals, which are mostly used to produce energy by some different methods are there. So biomass is nothing but a renewable energy sources, and that can be obtained from anything from energy crops, or maybe the agricultural crops or the forest residue. The forest residue means the leftover of the tree and the branches which are just fell down for in the spring seasons, and that may be decomposed in the soil to become the soil part of the soil, and this is called biogenic waste also. So if the biomass is compost, that is called with the help of a mathon, that is called vermicompost, that also used in our manure as a manure. But rather than we utilizing in this form, we are utilizing some in different form. So that may be in either biofuel or bioenergy or bio sources, that is anything. So biomass is utilized in different form to produce either heat or electricity. Heat means if you are just burn out this thing biomass, what happen that we can get heat by burning it. It is utilized as a burning mass, like wood. We are burning wood to in villages nowadays also. Some peoples are utilizing food for preparing a food. Wood is utilized as a fuel. The wood that utilizing to produce it, that is nothing but the biomass. That is the biomass. So either to produce heat or to produce electricity or some form of energy, the biomass is utilized. So this is a green sources, and this is having cheaply available also in our nature. So this can be utilized in different form to generate energy. So it plays a key role in introducing CO2 emissions existing coal power plants by co-firing and producing green heat. That means what happened in coal power plant, that is called thermal power plant, we normally use this coal, which is produce heat and to generate steam and then electricity. So there are a lot of carbon dioxide emission can be takes place. But while along with this carbon dioxide emissions in the coal power plant, when you are hiring this biomass as extra supplements, so the consumption of coal can be very down and the CO2 emissions can be reduced. This is the another. So there are various forms we can utilize this biomass. So it is a renewable source of energy. Then converting biomass to energy, which is nothing but the different forms are there. For example, biogas, bioethanol, then biodiesel, gas, you all heard the name Gopar gas plant. In some village local area, what happened? The peoples are usually utilizing the cow dung slurry to produce biogas. This is also a bio. What is the cow dung? Cow dung is also one type of biomass. So these biogas forms also were produced by this biomass, and biogas form when paper, wood, scraps, all other waste decomposed landfills, then it produced by sewage, animal manure, anything, whatever may be. If it is decomposed by the mixing of some water or some vertical digester, that means with the help of some aerobic as well as anaerobic bacteria, what happened, in a closed vessel they are decomposed, then they are, while decomposing the process, they produce different types of gases like methane, butane, propane. So these gases are called as biogas. Actually, gobar gas is a smaller version of the biogas. When only we are utilizing the gobar, or that is a manure of the animals, then it is called gobar gas. But biogas is a broader term. In place of gobar, we are utilizing anything, any food waste, any manure, whatever the animal body or plant body decompose, you want to decompose, then you have to feed it with the process that produce biogas. Uh, Next is ethanol. Ethanol is made up of from crops such as corn and sugar cane that fermented to produce the ethanol for the vehicles. Nowadays, Indian government has blended 20% ethanol in our petrol and diesel. What it does mean? Petrol, diesel are the hydrocarbon chain which are mainly produced from the petroleum or the total fossil fuel, but ethanol, which is a pure and that can be produced from the leftover biomass from such as corn and sugar cane. The corn and sugar cane, which is large number of uh, polysaccharides or sugar, glucose, sucrose are present, so that produce after decompositions by this bacteria, they are produce ethanol, and that ethanol can be directly used in association or blending with the petrol and diesel in the vehicle to run the vehicle. So nowadays BS6 engine are introduced by the government of India, which has ability to consumption of 20% blended ethanol, petrol and diesel. What is the main purpose of this blending? Blending, the main purpose is to reduce the load of this fuel from hydrocarbons such as this petroleum product, and increase the sustainability and increase the own efficiency of this engine as well as our inbuilt the petroleum inbuilt fuel that may be called, because we are mostly procuring import the petrol and diesel, the petroleum from the Gulf country or the Russia or the Gulf country. So we are depending on this other country to run our vehicle or run our to energy for this new energy. But when you are producing bioethanol, that is called bioethanol actually. When you are producing ethanol, then the dependency to other country which is become less. Nowadays it is 20%. After 20-30 years, it may be 90%. It may be happens. We are designing such engine that can be utilized the more ethanol as compared to the petroleum fuel. Third category is biodiesel, which is a specialized kind of biomass conversion technology. They utilize some vegetable oil and some seed oil or animal fat that can be also used in baking. Ethanol and biodiesel, those are different things. Ethanol is the formula. What is the formula for ethanol? C2H5OH. Simple formula. This is called ethanol. For biodiesel, diesel is the long chain hydrocarbon C20S32, like something there. So long chain ethanol are called as biodiesel, and these biodiesel or hydrocarbon chains are also available in the form of fats in animal cases and oil in the vegetable oil or vegetable seeds. For example, mustard oil, uh, castor oil, all different all oil which having different long chain of hydrocarbon, organic carbon, that also can be converted into biodiesel. So in India, most of this biodiesel is produced by new types of crops, vegetable crops, such as you have heard the name Jatropha. That is the new oil seeds that can be the biodiesel can be from, because more number of biodiesel can be produced from this particular plant Jatropha, and this is utilized in different sector. So biomass energy refers to any energy produced from the recently living organic matter like plant and animal. Biomass, mass means something that is produced from this bio, that is either plants or animal. You cannot say it is only animals or you cannot plant. Both biomass is the mass which is obtained from plants and animals. When it is convert this biomass into different form of energy, either simple conversion is fuel wood. When it is burn the food fuel wood, it is giving heat. In the recently, not in what happened in villages area, you have seen the cooking and to produce heat in the colder days. To generate heat, we are utilizing this fuel, that is nothing but the biomass. In larger scale, we are now utilizing this biomass because biomass is freely available and it is cheaply available as compared to the fossil fuel, and it is renewable. Mostly thing is it is renewable. That is, biomass energy is a renewable resources because plants can be regrown quickly and directly, because the fossil fuel, the coal and petroleum, that are to form, it takes long time to produce. So this biomass is renewable and they grow using renewable energy from the sun, because plants, they can grow by utilizing the solar energy to convert the bio photosynthesis process. They need solar energy to grow. So indirectly, solar energy can be converted to this biomass through these plants, and we are utilizing this. So this is called biomass, renewable energy sources. Lastly, biofuels, that is fuel, ethanol and biodiesel, both are used as fuel. 1 minute. हेलो. हाँ बोलिए. गुड इवनिंग. हाँ, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक. हाँ हाँ, ओके. रेस्ट कीजिए. टेक केयर. थैंक यू. Okay, so these biofuels are nothing but the fuel which is either ethanol or biodiesel. So these both are produced from the biomass. Actually, the biomass term is a broader term as compared to the biofuel, biogas, biodiesel, bioenergy. These are the relative term comes from the biomass. The broader term is biomass. Then come to advantages of biomass. What is the advantages of this biomass? Biomass is a clean energy sources and renewable energy sources, and it can easily available in our earth. Where normally this biomass is just waste, we can generate from this waste to energy and minimize the possibility to use the landfills. If you are, as it is waste, we are, what happen? We are the waste, we are decomposed in landfill. So landfill that produce solid waste, and this management of solid waste is a very large task. Everywhere you have seen lot of plastics, lot of manures, lot of this biomass are spread here and there to produce nuisance. So in order to, if you are utilizing this biomass as a bioenergy, then our environment automatically clean up, and reward is we are getting energy from this utilization of biomass. Then it is not harmful at all, environmentally benefit. Biomass emissions are not harmful because it is the organic matter. When it is born, it completely not so much harmful as because of this fossil fuel or this different kinds of pollutant gas. They are not uh, forming this type of different side effect to the environment. So this is the advantages of biomass. Then biomass emissions are not harmful and it is a renewable sources of both beneficial and bountiful to supply. Bountiful supply means the supply does not end. Do you think that one day the coal and the petroleum or fossil fuel ends? This is the main uh, task how you are utilizing the fossil fuel. Even if you are utilizing less amount, one day, after 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, 1000 years, someday these fossil fuels are going to end. That's why it is called non-renewable. But in this case of biomass, if you are utilizing the biomass, this is not going to be end. And the supply, it cannot be a surplus supply. Every time the supply is more than utilization. So it is a bountiful supply. Does not have any scarcity of this biomass at all. So the thing is, we have to utilize the biomass. We have to know how to utilize or maximize utilize of the biomass. Then biomass is also a dials back the fossil fuel dependence. If we are utilizing biomass, then the dependence on fossil fuel is reduced. We are not any more dependent to the fossil fuel coal, all the things, because we are no the utilizing biomass. But this is not easy task. We are saying that we are not dependable, but suddenly it is not possible. So it is a versatile. Versatile means no, it is not a specific type of biomass. That means we cannot say only sugar can utilize a biomass. Everything, rice straw, sugar can, this other cereals, all everything. And if animal one animal is dead, then we are just bore the animal in the soil. That is also utilized. We can our biomass energy, our waste, the manure, the animal manure, all the things, everything that produce from animal or plant, that can be utilized as a biomass and a form of energy. As we know, the energy that can only be transferred from one form to another form. So biomass is also one of a type of energy. We have to just transfer this energy into a useful energy. That is our main motto. So nowadays, this biomass energy is very much useful, but it has some disadvantages and consequences. Let's see what are these. As biomass has some disadvantages, like it comparatively inefficient to fossil fuel. For example, if you are burn 1 kg of coal or 1 liter of petrol and 1 kg or 1 liter of this biomass or biofat or bioethanol, you are getting less amount of energy because it is not a compact form of energy. Compact form energy which is mostly generated higher energy. So biomass is inefficient of fuel. Fossil fuel is very high energetic, high energy efficient, but biomass is low energy efficient. In order to get 1 liter equivalent to the petrol or coal, you have to burn nearly 10 or 20 kilo of this biomass to produce same amount of energy. So large quantity of biomass is needed as compared to fossil fuel. So it is inefficient. Ethanol, which is a biodiesel, inefficient against gasoline. We are blending this ethanol 20%. Why not 100%? Because if you utilizing 100%, then it cannot be run the vehicles at all, because it does not have some high amount of energetic value. Because if 1 gram of substance burn, then it's how much calorific value it can be given, that is called energy value of this particular substance. Then what happens, this biomass having low energy value as compared to the fossil fuel. So it is a that's why it is inefficient. Biomass cannot be utilized. Next is combustion of biomass require a lot of space to burning, because a large amount of biomass is needed to burn to get the same small amount of energy. So lots of space is required to burn. And when it is burned, a large number of environmental consequences are there for burning. Although we are getting energy, but it has some disadvantages also. Then next is leads to environmental degradation. That means collecting the needed amount of biomass leads to huge changes in the area topography and interface with natural habitat and most of the plants and animals. What does it mean? If you are utilizing all biomass present in a particular habitat or particular area, then the natural processes of decomposes or natural food chain, natural way of producing manure, natural recycling thing, it can be disturbed. Once it's disturbed, then total ecosystem can be disturbed and environmental degradation takes place. For example, if you are collect all leaf that can be fall from the tree every day, then that does not decompose in its lower level, and so the earthworm and the other bacteria, they are not grown in the soil, and the soil fertility got lost. If you are does not want to decay this type of leaves in the shed, tree shed, and collect every, so that is also another consequences, because imbalance of natural habitat or imbalance of the environment due to the complete uh, uses of this biomass. Then next is may be harmful to mother nature. Obviously, utilizing human animal waste may save a lot of regarding carbon dioxide emission, but methane gas would increase significantly, which would impact the earth ozone layer. As we know, what is the impact of carbon dioxide and methane? Carbon dioxide is mostly reason for global temperature increase, that is called global warming, and methane is also mainly reason for the greenhouse gases. But carbon dioxide does not have ability to degrade the ozone layer, but methane, what happen, it can ability to degrade ozone layer. So methane is more harmful than compared to the carbon dioxide. One one methane molecule equal to 21 number of the carbon dioxide molecule, that is called global warming potential. So one methane molecule harm H equivalent to 21 number of carbon dioxide molecule. So if we are utilizing the biomass, obviously the global warming and this carbon dioxide emission can be controlled, but the consequences is the methane emission is increased. So ultimately we are again disturb the mother nature. So these are the consequences. Next, we have to convert this biomass energy to useful energy, that is called biomass energy conversion. So bioenergy uses biomass to create either fuel. For example, biomass include wood pest, bagasse, sugar and residue, animal fats. So these are the main sources of biomass which can be utilized as a biofuel or fuel, and this waste is processed and different way to create energy. How you can be utilize these things? The food waste from the kitchen, food waste from the agriculture, the bagages, the residue, food residue, because everything you cannot be converted to energy in a same way. So the instrument or the process which the biomass, different types, not biomass, different type of biomass converted into bioenergy, that is biomass energy, the process is different from different kinds of biomass. The process in which the animal fat is processed or produce bioenergy, that is not same as the food waste or wood waste or bagages. So there are different technology needed to convert this type of bioenergy. So one method includes direct burning. First thing, if you are getting cold, then you can directly burn this biomass to get the heat. That is simple process of conversion of energy, as heat is the form of energy. So biomass to energy is simply burning. When it is burned, it releases a lot of amount of heat, and that heat can also use to from generate electricity, to get heating anything, so anything. So there are also chemical conversion. Rather than some other methods are there which can also utilize to from convert this biomass to the bioenergy. That is, first case is direct combustion, mean burning of this biomass can got converted into bioenergy. So direct combustion of biomass, presence of oxygen or air produce lot of amount of heat, and that heat is utilized by the different process, and this is called direct combustion. That means in the presence of oxygen in the atmospheric environment, you just burn this biomass, that is called direct combustion. And this heat produced by burning the biomass, and it can be generate large number of steam, and that steam can be used for heating, cooling, all these purposes, and also generation of electricity, power generation, and other industrial processes. So this in heat energy is actually biomass energy is converted to heat energy, and the process is called combustion, direct combustion, and again the heat energy is transferred or converted into different form of energy that can be produce electricity or any other applications. So the biomass, actually biomass is a form of solar energy, because see here the sun energy is directly converted to biomass, and again harvesting of these things, then drying, then transport, then burning, then combustions obviously, and produce the heat, and that heat are utilizing as a biomass energy. Next type of conversion is thermochemical conversions. That is, the thermochemical reactions can be occurs to convert organic biomass into more valuable and convenient form of products as gaseous and liquid fuels, residue and byproduct itself. That means different chemical reactions occur under a different types of control environment, which can produce different types of residue and fuels that as a byproduct. For example, pyrolysis. Pyrolysis, what is the pyrolysis? It is the burning of this biomass in a closed and controlled way without presence of oxygen, giving higher temperature of without absence of without presence of this oxygen. That is called pyrolysis. This can also causes gasification. Gasification means if you are heating the process very large, giving a large amount heat, so the directly the biogas can be converted into different form of gas like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and all the things. So these gases are again utilized in different form. Next process is called biochemical conversion. First is direct combustion, second is thermochemical conversion, third is biochemical conversion. In this case, you are utilizing some bacteria or viruses or some enzymes to break down the biomass to produce different fuels, liquids such as biomethanol, bioethanol. For example, producing the bioethanol or producing ethanol from this biomass, that is governed by this biochemical conversion. That means you are utilizing some bacteria, microorganism, or some enzyme to degrade this biomass in the presence of these enzymes and organisms. So this is process is called biochemical conversion, and most popular biochemical technologies are either anaerobic digestion, that is called methanation, and another is called fermentation, that is aerobic digestion. Everyone, you have to know, have already know what is fermentation. Fermentation is nothing but the growing of bacteria in presence of oxygen. That is, whenever you put some things in open air, food or something, bread are kept in an open air for a 2, 3, 4 days, you do not provide anything. Just after some times it's going to start degrade, and the degradation is just by this some microorganism present in atmosphere and in the presence of oxygen because it is open. This is called fermentation. So alcohol production is also a aerobic digestion. The bacteria are grow in the presence of oxygen to degrade this biomass to form some liquid, and the liquid is nothing but the alcohol or nothing but that bioethanol. That alcohol is C2H5OH, that is ethanol. And anaerobic digestion, that is without presence of oxygen, when there is example is gobar gas formation. This is anaerobic digestion, or ethanol production is fermentation, that is aerobic digestion. So in case of anaerobic digestion, what happen in the closed vessels without presence of oxygen, when the biomass is degraded, it converted to methane gas particularly. So this methane gas can be utilized for burning, cooking, anything. Next, we see what is anaerobic digestion. As we discuss, it is anaerobic digestion is a series of chemical reactions during which organic material is decomposed through the metabolic pathway of naturally occurring microorganisms in an oxygen depleted environment. Example, biogas. I told that example is the biogas. See, this biogas is the example. When the this manure, animal manure is fed with water in a closed vessel and grind. It is kept for 3 and 4 5 days, and it start with, because it is closed vessel, the oxygen cannot be direct come to contact with this vessel, so it get decompose without oxygen, that is oxygen depleted environment, and form this methane, that is called biomethane, because the biomass is converted to methane or biomethane, and the remaining is comes out here as a slurry, and that slurry can be used as a manure in the our agricultural field, and this biomethane can be used for as a fuel, for lightning, for power electricity, so there are different uses. So ultimately this animal manure or the biomass are converted into these power sources. So this is the anaerobic digestion. Then fermentation is the production of alcohol, that is called ethanol fermentation. It involves conversion of sugar rich biomass into alcohol through which addition of bacteria, yeast and enzyme. We have to provide some bacteria which can decompose, which an yeast and some enzymes in presence of oxygen. So it just convert this biomass into alcohol, that is mostly the alcohol percentage is more, that is called ethanol. But we have to select which type of biomass is utilized for this alcohol fermentation. Which type of biomass? The biomass which having high sugar content. Example, which is high sugar content? The mostly sugar cane, bagaces and all maize and rice straw, all the things having high content of sugar content. So these are from the ethanol, and this same process is further extended to distillation or obtain ethanol. After forming this ethanol, you have to just separate this ethyl alcohol, particularly ethanol, and this ethanol is again substitute to the petroleum fuel, or that is called gasoline, that is petrol or diesel. It is used in replacement of this fuel, and this is a fuel enhancer. So if you are utilizing this fuel, not 100% but blending some percent with the petrol diesel, that can be utilized to running the vehicles. So this is the ethanol fermentation process. Next thing is biodiesel. As I have already said that the ethanol and biodiesel both are two different things. Biodiesel are nothing but the oil that can be directly produced from these bioseeds or these different type of biomass which is from seed. But ethanol is produced from the biomass with sugar rich component, and biodiesel is the, what is it? It is the oil produced by the oil producing seed. Which are the oil producing seeds? Soybean, palm oil, corn oil, sunflower oil. All you have it this type. Mustard oil. These are the oil which can be produced from these plants, seeds, oil seeds. So these oils are having also utilized as a biodiesel. Some oils are utilized for cooking and eating purposes, but some oils that are also utilized for different energy producing purposes. Not only the plants, but we are also utilizing producing this biodiesel oil from the fat or animal fat, which are obtained from the fat of the animals, like animal fat, fellow poultry fat, oil fish, and even used for cooking oil from the restaurant. After the, we have seen in our restaurant, the oil which is utilized so many times, it looks like black color and dusty and very unhygienic. And this oil which is utilized so many times, you cannot again eat it is maybe edible. So what happened? We are just throw that oil. So this oil can be utilized to produce heat. It can be utilized as a fuel. So these types of some oil, either it is maybe obtained from the plants or after obtained from the animals, that is called biodiesel. Common word is biodiesel, because the oil which is used to combustion process and get energy to heat. Biodiesel is a widely produced consumed in the European Union, substitute of petrol and diesel. In European country, these biodiesels are mostly used in place produce or in the place of petrol and diesel. So see, this is the figure of biodiesel. This is first figure is the black color, which is again refined with the some processes to produce the fine oil, and which can be utilized for the running vehicle, that is called biodiesel. This is all about biomass or biomass energy. So biomass energy is a common word which is utilized by utilized to produce a lot of energy, which can be either heat or it can be either different process. So do you have any questions or any things you want to know? If someone want to having some questions, then you may ask. Otherwise you should move again in the new topic, not new topic, in more about this bio mass. So in here maybe question arises, what is biomass and what are the different methods of conversion of biomass to bioenergy? This is the questions. So how it can be the biomass can be converted to energy? So there are different methods to conversion. What are the methods? Method of biomass to bioenergy conversion are: first is direct combustion process, second is thermochemical conversion process, third is biochemical conversion process, fourth is anaerobic digestion, fifth is ethanol fermentation, sixth is biodiesel formation. So these six types of forms the biomass can be converted into bioenergy. So this is the introduction about biomass. If you want to know what is the details, then you have to read more and more, because this knowledge is not limited. Everywhere you can go to find a new technology to convert this biomass to biofuel or something, biogas or biodiesel, everything. Biomass, whenever it is converted to some form of energy, just add we are bio in the first, the prefix, that is bioenergy, biomass, all the things. So you have to give one example for every types. Combustion example, that is direct combustion, just burning. Thermochemical conversion, that means the giving heat. Biochemical conversion, that is either bio methanogenation, aerobic or anaerobic. Then this biodiesel, that is oil seeds. These are the different form of bioenergy. Okay, if all you have understand what is biomass, then we have to go next slides, that is more details on this biomass energy. So biomass energy, see here it is thus given some examples. Either it is wood, crop, garbage, anything, these fruits that is decomposes, any gases, everything which consists of biomass. And this technology utilize this biomass to conversion of bioenergy, that is called biomass technology. This technology have the many advantages or disadvantages also. So due to the various advantages, and it is replace the fossil fuel and reduce their usage, we have to go for it nowadays. That's why it is called as green energy. In different uses such as industrial processes, heat of the steam, electrical power generation, transportation of fuel, ethanol and biodiesel both. These are the different uses of this biomass. Primary focus is the biomass program development, advanced technology. Nowadays, the research and development is going on day by day to produce new technology in a new efficient way to convert this biomass to bioenergy. So what are the main focus technology we are utilizing nowadays? The main focus technology are platform technologies, sugar platform technology, thermochemical platform technology. So what is platform technology? That means we are particularly all every biomass cannot produce equal amount of energy. So we are mainly focuses into the biomass which having a high quantity value, high energy value, which gives energy value which is more higher. So this value producing higher energy value producing biomass is you are focusing. So here sugar cane is the higher value energy giving higher energy value when it is converted to bioenergy. And thermochemical platform, thermochemical technology, that means giving various kinds of heat to the biomass. Then it under pyrolysis process what is done, it degrades different kinds of gases, that is called thermochemical production. Biorefinery, this is a new word again. Facility that integrates biomass conversion processes equipment to produce fuel, power, chemical forms of biomass. So this is called biorefinery. That means when the biomass is produced to energy, so at different temperature, what happens? Different forms are can be separate out. This is called biorefinery process, which is analogous to petroleum refinery. All you have to know, the petroleum is a mixture of large number of components at different temperature. When it is refined process, different products are formed. The higher temperature coal and tars are formed, lower temperature petrol is formed, again diesel is for different form. So this refinery process, what happen, different partial distillation process, different products are formed at different temperature. So here also this bioenergy is also mixture of a large number of complex energy or complex chemical form that can be utilized. So either it is sugar platform or thermochemical platform. These two platforms are mostly very much utilized and energy efficient process nowadays. See, this is the bio refinery concept. The biomass is either converted into sugar platform or thermochemical platform. Sugar platform, that may be the residue which are decomposes with the different forms, that is called biochemical processes to convert as a fuel chemical material. And next is this syngas platform, that is called also syngas platform, that is the thermochemical. Whenever we are giving heat, without presence of oxygen, the biomass can be again converted into different forms fuel chemicals. So these different forms of heat and power and fuel chemicals both are utilized for different purposes. So these are the two main conversion process of biomass. One is sugar platform, another is syngas platform, or that is thermochemical, and sugar platform is called biochemical. Let biodiesel, we already discussed about this, made by the animal fat or vegetable alcohol, and it is the processed mainly canola oil, it is recycled restaurant, all the grease directly combusted to the diesel either in near the fuel or oxygenated additive. It may be utilized in direct burning process or different things, that is called biodiesel. Modified waste vegetable fats, that means the fats that are either modified or general use, the most common in engine, the engine oil, the one you are going for servicing of your scooty or bike, then black color of engine oil is also generated. This waste of all these things that also can be utilized as a bio oil, and this can be generated for the heat energy. So this is a more greener way, because it can be compensates our environmental protection as well as energy production both. Then come a new term, that is e-diesel, which is use additives in order to allow the blending of the ethanol or diesel. That is bioethanol. That is also termed as e-diesel, because it can also add to the diesel up to 20%. Previously, it is blended up to 7.7% to 15%, up to 5%. That means according to the properties of this biodiesel or ethanol, it can be blended either 5%, 7%, 10%. Nowadays, it is up to 20%. It can be added in the petrol and diesel. Additive that prevent ethanol and diesel from the separating very low temperature and water contaminant sources. This is the advantages of this ethanol. I said this jatropha. The jatropha is the oil seeds that is produced from the seeds of the plant called named jatropha. Jatropha seeds. Though it is not, although it is not edible oil, it can produce biodiesel, which is having high calorific value for burning. These seeds of jatropha nut is crushed and oil is extracted like castor oil, mustard oil, like that similar process. And the oil is again re-refined, bio-refined from the biodiesel. So this is the new technology nowadays. See, this is the plant where this is the plant. Sorry, this bio manure is collected, and this is converted into different form of energy. Then come to gasification technology. It is also called a syngas technology. It is either two, three types of there: gobar gas production, biogas production, and synthetic gas production. So these all three categories are comes under gasification technology. That means the biogas is directly converted into gas form. So gobar gas production, what is it? We utilize gobar or the animal manure in a anaerobic digestion in a closed vacuum chamber, that is called gobar gas production. And biogas production is the instead of the animal manure, we are utilize anything in the production of the gas, that is called biogas. And synthesis gas is nothing but the gasification technology utilized to produce, sorry, giving the high amount of heat to direct convert the biomass into fuel. So this is the process, utilize heat, pressure and steam to convert the biomass into directly gas, which is mainly carbon monoxide and hydrogen gases. As last class we have already discussed about hydrogen as energy fuel. So the clean hydrogen gas is also produced by this heating of this gasification technology of the biomass. So one production of hydrogen gas is also main source is the biomass. And carbon monoxide gas, this is the more important gases produced by this gasification technology, as it is incomplete combinations of this carbon chain organic compound. What happen, it having high energy value. So carbon monoxide gases is again when combustion takes place in the presence of oxygen, then it also produce lot of heat. So carbon monoxide gas is also utilized as the energy sources. Gasification technology, only four engineering factors are required: gasification reactor, atmosphere, that means a closed chamber where it can be gasification conversion of biomass to the gas takes place, level of oxygen of air content, that means that have the arrangement to add oxygen or without oxygen. Then reactor designing, how, what is the amount of the biomass which can be utilized and what is the gas to be produced. According to that, the reactor can be designed. Internal and external heating, where the heat is produced, how much it is given, then operating temperature. All the things, four things are required for this gasification technology. Typical raw materials are coal, petroleum based material and organic material. So any organic material, biomass, this can be converted into gasification raw material is the gasification technology. That means direct conversion of solid into gas. The feedstock is prepared and feed into the either dry or buried form, that is called gasifier. That means a closed chamber is there, like when you are eating some, sorry, when you are cooking something and vessel is put on the fire, like that, like a pressure cooker. If you are put some biomass in the pressure cooker and lot of heat is provided from the downside, after sometimes the biomass directly converted to gas inside the cooker. Similar technology. So a large container is there, and that is called reactor, where the biomass can be fed and lot of heat is given. So the gases are formed inside this reactor, and this gas can be collected and utilized in the different technology, different ways. So this feedstock is subjected to heat, pressure, and oxygen rich, or either oxygen. If you are providing oxygen environment, then it is aerobic condition. If you are devoid of oxygen, that is anaerobic condition. If you are giving oxygen, then carbon monoxide gas is formed. If you are devoid of oxygen, if you are not providing oxygen, methane gas is formed. So depending on the environment in given to the gasification reactor, the different forms of this gas are formed, and this can be utilized in different ways. So these are the raw materials: wood chip, sawdust, charcoal. These are directly put in the reactor to produce gas. Product of gasification. What are the gas mainly produced? hydrocarbon gases. These are called syn gas or synthesis gas that consisting of what is that consist of hydrocarbon means CH4, C2H5, methane, ethane, butane, propane like that. Then hydrocarbon liquids. It also produce some oils. These are called hydrocarbon liquids. Not only produce only gas, it produce liquids also. Then chair, that is carbon black or ash. If the like wood is incompletely burned and you can put some water into that, then the coal is formed, wood chip, that is called carbon black. This carbon black that is called nothing but the char. So this char is also performed by the gasification reactors. The syn gas is primarily carbon monoxide and hydrogen, and it 85% by its volume, that is called syn gases. Carbon monoxide and this hydrogen gases called syn gases, and lots of quantity of hydrogen dioxide and methane also there. So this is the layout of the biomass gasification system. Gasifier, that means a container where the biomass can be put, and this is the purification unit. One, it is gas are formed, then the gas are separated and purified and concentrated and put in the different engine parts. Then what happens, this gas can be generated to either electricity, the oil is used as vehicles and directly used in machinery process. So this is the different forms of the biomass that can be utilized in the gasifier. This is not equal. Wood gasifier in co-green set, that means the example, real field example of gasifiers. These are the reactor chambers given heat and the pipes connected to collect the gases produced by this gasification system. See, this is the layout of the gasifier inside the gasifier chamber. Here, the tank or the gasifier tank is mainly consisting of different stages. First, you have packed the fuel or the gas, the biomass, and burn into the due to the and it is air is provided also here. So in the presence of air, the biomass is having first oxidation takes place. If the high heat is there, so it can be converted into oxidation. Again, it go to the reduction process, and the air is not directly come contact to the upper stage, so the pyrolysis process, and pure above this it is called drying process. So and the ash which is formed can be collected in the down as a residue, and the gas are here outlet, the gas is collected for different purposes. This is called, that means gasifier means the biomass is directly converted into gas, nothing that. So there are different types of gasifier. If the oxygen is provided in which layer, that is mainly important. You do not require this kind of thing. Then come to gobar gas plant. This is nothing but the another in aerobic process where no oxygen is supplied and the raw material are the what are the animal manure is the main raw material, and fermentation takes place in the cylindrical trail. This tank is called as digester tank. See, this is the example of the gobar gas tank where it is the inlet. We are adding animal manure and water slurry into the gobar gas, this compost tank, this is called digester. And this compost tank which is closed from outside, so no oxygen can contact with that. So inside that what happens, this anaerobic bacteria or digestion takes place on the gas which are collected in the upper level of the tank, and this can be collected in through pipe, and this pipe is utilized for either cooking or lightning process. The gas is utilized, and the excess solid is out here as a manure, and again it is utilized as a fertilizer. So the gobar gas tanks can separate the biomass into biogas and this manure again. This is the again diagram how this movement takes place. See, this is inlet from this side, and this inlet from this side. Then gas can be here, born here, and the manure can be here, and the gas can be travel up thing down. I see nothing. Then next biomass is wood. We already all know the direct burning, domestic heating with wood is very high nowadays. Also market is available. So, but wood is, and it is also cutting of tree, that is not actually recommended. because cutting of tree and deforestation can be cause a lot of environmental impact. So in place of this wood, we can use these different types of uh, plant residue. So improvement in stoves, advantages of woods, portable wood-based fuel available because our ancient times wood is used as a fuel. So wood chip boiler, if wood chip the dust, sawdust and wood chip, they can also be here like machines, they can burn and lot amount of gas is produced. So what is the environmental concern? And what is environmental concern? The burning causes air pollution and soil deterioration. If the one soil is burned, that means, have you seen the brick? Brick is nothing but the soil which is born out. In born soil, you cannot grow any crops or it is not suitable for the any plant growth. So soil deterioration takes place and the air pollution takes place. This is the main concern of this gasifier technology. So biomass processing technology uses biofuel, increasing SOx, NOx emissions to the environment, which cause the inhalation is very harmful, ethanol. So there are disadvantages for the air concerns, which are very carcinogenic. If you are inhale these gas systems, then it is very carcinogenic. You can get cancer also. So handling of this gasifier system or this biogas, this is very much careful in order to just circulate or in order to this convert handle the gas. Then soil concern, burning of biomass, ecosystem can be depleted, soil can be deteriorated, and these crops render to land fallow. That land is not suitable for any types of growing up fields, any things, and unavailability for cattle grazing because no grass is grown, so cattle cannot feed. The grazing is also denied. Then increase use of pesticide, fertilizers, produce this type of surface groundwater, everything, or all these are the soil concerns. What are any environmental benefit advantages? It reduction of waste because all waste can be utilized in the form of energy. Extremely low emission greenhouse gases as compared to the fossil fuel. Fossil fuel, when it is burned, a large number of emissions can be take place in the environment. But when you are utilizing biomass, then lot less as compared. Obviously, emission takes place. What the quantity is less as compared to the fuel. Ethanol is also carbon neutral and forms a part of the carbon cycle. Like ethanol, what is the formula? C2H5OH, which is water soluble and it can easily recycle in the environment or ecosystem as compared to the other type of carbon. Growing variety of crop increase biodiversity. Obviously, for produce and bio mass, we have to grow more amount of plants. So more biodiversity, more environment friendly. This is the advantages. Socio-economic benefit. What is the economically benefit? Firstly, when we are dependent on the biomass energy, we are devoid of the and the dependency on these fossil fuel is decreased. So the petrol and diesel, the price, have you seen 100, nearly 100 rupees per liter? If you are utilizing 100% ethanol that is can be produced from in our own country, the price should be decreased. Either it is 30 or 40 rupees per liter. So this is the main benefit or economic benefit. Developing economy for promoting a regional community. So these types of environmental friendly and increasing job. This biotech mass technology, increasing job, increasing trade balance in all these things. Larger dependence on foreign country due to this Gulf country. We are dependent for thus importing this uh, fossil fuel or petrol, diesel, all the things. So this is all about your uh, biomass energy. So if you have any doubt, any questions regarding all we have studied, then please raise your query. Anyone having any questions? No questions? Okay, if you have no questions at all, then the we have completed about this biomass energy. Next class we will discuss about the particularly this bioenergy or biogas, how biogas can be formed and all the things that we'll discuss in the next class, and go through this uh, different materials is easily available in internet. What is biomass and what is the collected material? And if you have any doubt, then please ask your problem in the next class. In no doubt. So that's all for today.